What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Central Arkansas. As we look to continue our rebuild, which I guess technically our rebuild is over, um, considering we won a natty in year 4. All right. Check out our schedule for 2030. This is year 6. We don't have any conference games. I'm confused. UTSA, Oklahoma Tech, North Texas. Why wouldn't it give us conference games? Two, three, four, five, six. All right, so that's 6. Let's roll with it. And we'll check out our recruiting board. don't have very much we can choose from. It's like we're going to be vulture recruiting again this year. Bodega Zua. Zua. All right, so I've got 24 recruits. Let's do some math real quick. I've already given points to 6, so that's 18. I've only got enough points to do 8. So, we're going to rank these guys from national. No. I did it again. I did it twice in a row. There we go. Dang. I've got 6 on there. All right, that's what we're rolling with, which I'll see how it plays out. Let's check out our team. Georgia's the #1 team in the country. We're going to be an 89 overall. Bradley Tangelo. We used him a little bit last year. Or no, that was 2 years ago. Yeah, he was a sophomore. We do have a lot of speed at wide receiver position. So yeah, I feel like we're going to have a pretty decent year. A lot better than we did last year. Last year we were 8-6. Yeah. A big fall off from our 17-0 record in 2028. So we're looking to finish better than 8-6 for sure. And we did start the year off with a W. Coco Huber, 2 picks. Put up quite a few points on North Texas. What's crazy is that they're not going to count these games as conference games, which is crazy. Make sure we're still the only team trying to go after some of these guys. It's looking good. Come on, we need a big win here. I'll take it. 2-0. Brian Natkin, 2 picks. And we are 2-0. We should be able to hard sell at this point to some of them. Yeah. We ain't gonna hard sell this guy. He's got a D plus for stadium atmosphere. Conference prestige. And we're going to be off to a much better start this year. 3-0. Come on. Greg Trapp, single game rushing touchdowns record. All right, we guessed them all right. And we're kind of locked out momentarily for Jeff Brents, which is going to hurt. And his hard sell is nice. He's a Sam playing style. Let's figure out how to change that. What kind of Sam is he? Signal caller? Total tackles. So I need to make more tackles. That's crazy. I don't. How do you increase more tackles? Okay. So in order for us to increase our playing style enough to get Sam Brents back, we've got to increase our playing style, which the only statistic that affects playing style for a signal calling Sam linebacker is total tackles. So I think we need to. And our defense is looking pretty good. But if we wanted more tackles, we need more linebackers on the field. So we're going to change our playbook to a 3-4. We'll see if changing it to a 3-4 multiple on defensive playbook, see if it changes anything. It did not. Maybe it's just total tackles by an outside linebacker. So yeah, putting more linebackers on the field. I don't know if there's another defense we could do that would increase that even more. Could go multiple. Hold on, we got points to or hours to use. What happened? I'm not going to fight for him. Can we make it 5-0? 5-0. Here we go. And we lost a 4-star wide receiver. Did we just lose? Okay, that scared me. Well, he gave up 3 points to Jacksonville State, so that's pretty good. We moved up to a C plus, so we're in the right direction. Redmond's going to Arkansas. Gives us 50 more hours to work with. We got our will linebacker back. All right, so now we can start adding some hours to these guys. doing? Yeah, that's right. So we still got 22 recruits on the board. We're going to play West Virginia. They're in the Big 12, so I'd really like to take this one down, even though their overall is lower than ours. That the overalls for the teams are kind of skewed, especially with the way that we're progressing and cutting lower players. The overall is not the true overall.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Hand off from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the inside give. There we go. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun.
It's a 5-star running back that we got 2 years ago.
Give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Now they're going to throw it. Dances away to buy time. They get to him as he throws.
Oh my gosh, he picked that off. What kind of pass was that? Trying to throw across your body and the field at the same time.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
How about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
After picking up a couple,
Get
it's
Apple
2nd
right
and 8.
into the game.
Looking to fire. He fires one deep down the right side. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Working that wide receiver screen.
Read that like a book.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Defense
All right, Tangelo, you got to block somebody, bro.
stop him for a loss of 6. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. It's complete on the right side. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try.
In the middle.
It's good. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. This guy can throw it. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on 1st down? It just goes awry. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Floating away. Underneath, he gets rid of it.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success.
Arkansas's got the most passing yards.
You got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you.
He's got it inside the 25.
on the press.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Back to pass. Quarterback extends the play. Unloads to the right. Throws it in. And he'll be right out of bounds. And these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38.
Little Rock's got a big one with Michigan.
Now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Purdue and Notre Dame, speaking of Purdue, they were trailing Texas at half in the Sweet 16.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it.
What are we doing, 4th and 4? No, we're kicking.
Offense calls a timeout here, critically
You gotta kick it
important
for a
to
reason.
make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard
Boom.
It is good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score.
Iowa did beat Nebraska. Purdue beat Texas by 2. Next game will be overtime. What are we doing? There's no way.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
I wasn't even paying attention to the score. I didn't think there was a chance.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pulled down at the
We got lucky there.
line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet.
Let's go, ball game.
If this dude were kitchen knife, you would be slicing.
Well, Illinois, Houston, Arizona, and Arkansas play tonight and tomorrow.
And lost to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They reeled off 6 straight to start the season.
West Virginia put up 17 in that 4th quarter. We got one from Bentonville, Arkansas, Zach Bowl. We dropped down to 2nd on somebody. I still feel like we're in this battle there. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, let's keep it rolling. Seven and 0. Here we go. Make it 8. Can we make it 8? We cannot. We lost South Florida. (42-39). Beat Rice by 3. Oklahoma Tech having a good year. Brand exposure is the only thing I got. A little process of elimination. Check our hard sales. Looking good. We finally got a commit. Is that our first one? We moved to 8-1, so we've matched our win total from last year. Getting closer. Just need a few more commits. We got Memphis. Yeah, we're about to change our playbook back to a 4-3. Maybe we got somebody hurt. Oh gosh. Do we? That's insane. Peppers is done for the year. Natkin, he'll be back in a week. So Combs. Bullocks will be done till the postseason. Wow. Still beat Memphis. If we lose to East Carolina, I swear. Four-star quarterback. Lost the mic. Won the game. We did get Natkin and Combs back, though. Slowly but surely. Oh, surely. Did get a four-star right guard. And then once we get all of our commits and oh my gosh, we lost Beacon. We're losing Bobo. We can't lose Bobo. We're not gonna get Bobo. This will spend all of our hours. Once we get everybody maxed out, we get a couple more commits. Then we can start adding some new recruits to the board. Start working on them. We're still in the rebuilding phase, technically, because we're finally ranked 10-1. Last game of the season, 9-2 Oklahoma Tech. This is their best year in school history. This is their first winning record, actually. We're definitely going to play this game. Don't anticipate this game to be very close. But I've seen crazier things happen, and so far we are scoreless in the first quarter. Finally pushed it across the goal line twice. Oklahoma Tech, I mean, they're surprisingly hanging in there. All right, let's run this clock out.
Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Gives it on the option.
I don't like the way he's holding that football.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible.
Down to their last timeout.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save.
Got to give it to Obamanu here.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left.
Ready to nail chest yet.
Putting together a nice drive. Couple of 1st downs in the books. Now 1st and 10 from the 44. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a
Quiet pass.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll ride the hot hand. Got the 1st down and more.
Just got a turnover. And don't do it. 11-1. Last year we were 8-6, so much better year this year.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes.
Got a 5-star receiver, Iosefa Bush. Dave Stromberg, that'll be our first 3-star. So I think we can start filling our board with 3 stars. Somebody dropped his second. Folkerts. Check his hard sell. I'd be better just to send 50. Everybody else is looking good. Looks like we can add at least 5 more recruits to the ranks. Unless we're frozen. There we go. Come on. All right, let's go to our 3 stars. Bro. What are we doing? We need a tight end. We need a tackle. We need a left tackle. Pass protecting right tackle will work. We need 2 outside linebackers. We need 1 mic. We don't need 3 mics. And we'll take an athlete mic though. And a strong safety. Or another free safety. Hybrid. Yeah, y'all got any of them hybrids? We'll go punter. And let's check out some 4-star receivers. And we'll actually scout these guys. None. Okay. So let's go 3-star receivers. And we'll definitely have to scout these guys. '88, '81, '86. Don't want Montez. I can do an 88 Speedster and an 86. That'll be fine. Speaking of dev traits, of course. Number 17. Hopefully we didn't just get glitched out of our conference championship. So it's just the American Conference that got messed up. I've got to figure out what happened. Legend Goda. Man, we had him on our board too. We lost to, because he was one of those guys that didn't have a scholarship, so we offered it to him, and we lost in like the last couple weeks to USC. And we're going to a bowl. $36. We did get a 1 5-star, 3 4-stars, so not terrible. I guess before we play our game, we're going to go ahead and get to the best of every conference and the worst of every conference. So the ACC, Clemson beat Bama again. The only bad thing is the ACC is the highest conference, so Clemson can't go anywhere. I think we need to take a picture of the conferences. We'll do it. We'll do it later. Back to it. All right. ACC. Bro, what am I doing? Clemson. Brother. Big 12. Baylor. The Big 10. Penn State. USA. Vermont. The MAC. Toledo. Took down Bowling Green. The Mountain West. Hawaii. The Pac-12 belongs to USC. The SEC belongs to Georgia. And Little Rock takes down the Sun Belt. Then we can get into who took down the American, because the American didn't have a conference championship for some reason. So UCA finishes on top of the American. Florida Atlantic gets the bottom. The ACC the worst team is Virginia. The worst team in the Big 12, Kansas. The worst team in the Big 10, Rutgers. USA, Navy. The MAC, Troy. Troy just keeps falling off. The Mountain West, San Diego State. Pac-12 is Oregon State. SEC, North Carolina. Sun Belt is Air Force. And then let's see if there's any other conferences that didn't have conference championships, and that is a double negative. Negative Ghost Rider. All right, so comparing to last year, this is Virginia's first time finishing last. For the Big 12, Kansas State. This time was Kansas. For the Big 10, last year was UConn. This year was Rutgers. For the MAC, Central Michigan. This year was Troy. Last year's last place for the Mountain West was East Colorado. This year was San Diego State. The SEC was Mississippi State. This year was North Carolina. The Sun Belt was Arkansas State. This year was Air Force. And then for the Pac-12 was Stanford. This year was Oregon State. Last year for the American was Navy. This year was Florida Atlantic. So, you got to go over the winners too. So Clemson, they're winners, but they can't move up unless their rank or the rating for the ACC conference went up. UCA won the American last year, so we are getting promoted. So maybe we'll be in a Power 5 next year. Maybe the Pac-12, maybe the Big 12, one of those two. The Big 12 was Utah. This year's winner of the Big 12 was Baylor. Ohio State for the Big 10. Penn State this year for the Big 10. The winner of the USA, Conference USA, was Western Kentucky. This year was Vermont. Last year's winner for the MAC was Vermont, so they got promoted. The Mountain West belonged to UNLV. They got promoted. SEC belongs to Georgia. So Georgia is getting promoted. Looks like Bama and Georgia are both in the ACC. Little Rock took down the Sun Belt 2 years in a row, so they're getting promoted. There we go. So we got 4 teams getting promoted, no teams getting demoted. So we'll deal with that, and then we'll try to figure out why the American Conference didn't have a conference championship, because that might have put us in the playoff. Because it would have had us playing Memphis again. Maybe. All right, let's go beat up on Coastal Carolina. Finish this 12-1 season.
First Responders Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a team from the American, a team ready to put on a show. Taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
All right, let's get it. Got ourselves a ball game, folks. Up by 8, now it's up by 5. Come on, kick field goal, something. There we go. Turn on the burners. We'll do it. 12-1
Winning those
for year number
individual
6.
6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time,
That'll be
and
our
that leads
5th
to a victory
double-digit
here.
win
And I love
season.
when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but wouldn't
Not old buddy in the polo tucked in. Man, this thing's acting dumb today. Oh, Vermont made their first college football playoff appearance as an automatic qualifier. So Georgia and Penn State, the only undefeateds left. I can't tell Vermont's record because they need some black outline on their stuff. Looks like 11 and something. I don't know. But anyway, you got Ohio State, Alabama. The winner of that will get the winner of Nebraska and Georgia. And at the bottom half, you got USC against Ole Miss. The winner of that will get the winner of Miami and Penn State. I'm going to go with Georgia versus Penn State. Let's chalk it up. Applewhite had 5 catches for 200 yards. All right, give me Georgia. Give me Penn State. We pause. Georgia and Penn State. Georgia beat the dog mess out of Ohio State. Give me Georgia. Georgia's 16-0. You know, when you dog walk Ohio State, you got to go with them, right? Thirty-one 29. So Georgia with the natty. Let's check out our season stats. So Bradley Tangelo had a decent year. 35-37 on 432 attempts. 33 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Looks like Robert Thomas got one. Oh no, we went 12-1. So he did get some playing time though. 211 for 1 touchdown. Greg Trapp, 1,400 yards, 21 touchdowns. David Roos got some action, 683 for 8. Obumanu, 1,366 with 6 touchdowns. Kopp and Applewhite, 906, 736, 13 touchdowns, 11 for Applewhite. Check out some defense. Interceptions. 9 interceptions for Brian Natkin, so that dude's a beast. Kicking. Alejandro Lalos, 22 for 28. His long was 51. So overall, pretty good year. Pretty decent year, actually. 12-1. Finished 13th ranked in the country. We should draft a bunch this time. Bullocks. Obamanu's going in the 7th round. Natkin in the 6th. Devin Bolin in the 6th. So we're losing 3 to graduation. See if we can bump Bullocks up, which he doesn't have that much. He's only got 6 points to spend. Ain't gonna fool with it. Same there. Piss on it. Ian DeBayo. Ian Badejo. All right, let's get some magic. I hate the lag on this thing. It's really not fun. All right, got plenty of hours to spend. See what we need after our draft. Which the only thing we really lost was a tight end. Yeah, we're gonna need a couple more players. This lag's gonna drive me nuts. So we need a left guard. Brother. And then another edge. Another outside linebacker. Need another cornerback. And considering there were no 4-star wide receivers that didn't have an offer, I'm going to say that there's not any more 4-stars out there that we're going to be able to get to. Typically, it's running back and wide receivers, once you get this late into it, that are still available. I don't think that's going to be the case this time. None that we can get anyway. All right. Lock it in. We either going to get them or we ain't. We didn't get any of our 4-stars. Are you kidding me? Never seen a diamond in the flesh. Cut our teeth on wedding rings in the movie. And I'm not proud of my dress. From the torn up town. No postcode envy. All right, so we're going to have 21 new recruits. We lost some key pieces that I was really looking forward to getting, landing. Didn't get them. But we are top 25. So 1 5-star, 5 4-stars, 14 3-stars, 1 2-star. So not terrible. We're still, we're getting there. All right, so we need a Sam, right, and a left edge. Star Dev for Morgan Neal. Impact Byron Thigpen. Iosefa Bush is a star. Normal, impact, normal, impact. So move him to left guard. Normal, impact, normal, impact, two normals. I feel like another down year coming on. All right, this is where I'm going to leave you guys, I think. We'll see where we can get Tangelo. Oh, we lost Tangelo. Not good. Yeah, this is where I'm going to leave you guys. It's basketball time. Y'all have a good one. Peace.